I started in the organic food business in the mid-70s, just on the back of a pickup truck with a bushel of carrots. So I said, okay, I'll see if my friends in the city like it. So I bought some of this stuff and I trucked it to the city, and they liked it, and that was kind of the start of my enterprise. I wanted to be self-supporting, entrepreneurial, and working in something that I felt good about. Like, it was more a question of right livelihood than intellectual curiosity. And that's when all of the retail chains got going. Noah's Natural Foods, Baldwin Natural Foods, the Big Carrot. In those days there weren't any standards. It was more trust. So you would trust people that they were, honest. About 83, 84, we had our first organic certification. So that was kind of the start of the whole business, because once you had certification and authenticity and documentation, then you started to see people trading on that.
I think it was 1991 where there was no money and the conference probably wasn't going to happen.
It was within 2 days of just deciding to close down. So the people who were there, and I was one of them, we decided to run it. And so it finally took off around the year 2000.
Immensely resourceful in getting things done and organizing this conference and many other activities.
And he seems to do a lot of it single-handedly. He's been a great asset to the conference.
Events generally generate revenue. Sometimes people get employment. They bring together people to buy and sell their seeds and their equipment and their soil fertilizer. So in other words, the event is like the spark plug of what makes the business go.
I can't imagine the organic conference without Tomas walking around and sticking to timelines and making sure that everything happens on time and is perfectly organized. So yeah, the conference for me is Tomas.
Tomas was one of the early chairs of the Organic Value Chain Roundtable, with Agriculture Canada and members of the sector from across Canada coming together to identify priorities and issues and areas of collaboration and research.
And he was very adept at bringing conflicting opinions together, at facilitating large groups of people, and I salute him about how he able to tread water in a very controversial environment.
Tomas could just run an incredible meeting, and he's done such a fine job. He's a wonderful guy. He used to scare me quite a bit until I realized it was just his stopwatch.
And then everybody went upstairs again for the great lecture after lunch. And I was volunteering with dishes and went down the kitchen, and who was there washing dishes in a deep sink all by himself was Tomas. And I said, you should go upstairs because it's an interesting lecture and I'm here to help. And he said, no, I'm leaving afterwards. And so he said, no. And I said, why do you do dishes? I wanted to help. So he did the dishes. Nobody except me saw it, because we worked together, and then he left. He didn't have time to stay for the wonderful afternoon program. And I just thought, that's amazing, to do this job, not to be seen by anybody, and be helpful.
I, in part, owe my career to Tomas and his organizing efforts.
I think of Tomas often. He's my friend, and he's the glue that pulls us all together in the same room and makes us talk about the real issues. I really appreciate that side of Tomas.
I want to thank him for all the work he's done in the organic industry.
I really couldn't ask for a better person to know from the beginning, and I look forward to working with him for many more years.
I think it's just a wonderful recognition of his years of service with this award. So congratulations, Tomas.